And you killed them. Anybody.
By the 7 new god and the old gods beyond counting, I swear it.
What was Jaqen H'ghar really doing in the black cells of King's Landing? Because the more you sit with that idea, the stranger it becomes. Faceless men don't get arrested by accident. They don't make sloppy mistakes. They don't end up chained beneath the Red Keep like common criminals, forgotten and half dead. These are people trained from childhood to erase themselves, to become anyone, to walk through danger without leaving a trace. And yet when Jaqen enters the story, he's already been caught, already locked away, already waiting. That detail doesn't just feel wrong, it feels deliberate. The black cells aren't just a prison. In the show, they're framed as a place people fear more than execution. No windows, no warmth, just stone, darkness, and silence. When Ned Stark is thrown down there, even he begins to break. When Tyrion is imprisoned later, Varys warns him plainly, men don't come out of the black cells the same. They don't sleep. They don't heal. They don't last. But Jaqen H'ghar does. When Arya sees him again on the road north, he isn't broken. He isn't weak. He isn't hollow-eyed or trembling. He's calm, clean, polite, almost untouched. That alone tells us something important. He wasn't there long. And if he wasn't there long, then his presence wasn't random. So let's slow this down and look at the possibilities. Either Jaqen was captured in King's Landing while attempting an assassination, or the black cells themselves were part of the disguise. The first option falls apart almost immediately. If someone had tried to assassinate a major figure inside the Red Keep, there would have been consequences. The court would be on edge. Guards doubled, whispers everywhere. But we see none of that. King's Landing carries on as usual. No paranoia, no investigation, and a faceless man doesn't fail publicly. They don't miss, they don't get caught, and they don't survive capture unless they intend to. Which makes the second option far more unsettling. Because the black cells offer something incredibly useful, an exit. Men pulled from the black cells aren't questioned, they're already condemned. When Yoren arrives to collect prisoners for the Night's Watch, no one checks identities, no one asks who they were before. Chains erase names. For someone who wants to leave King's Landing quietly, there is no better way out. And Jaqen doesn't leave alone. He leaves with Yoren. Now, Yoren's caravan looks random on the surface. Thieves, murderers, broken men. But hidden inside that group are people whose lives carry enormous weight. Gendry is there, Robert Baratheon's bastard. In the show, we later learn that Varys actively works to protect him, a boy whose very existence threatens the throne. Arya Stark joins at the last moment, disguised as a boy, smuggled out of the city after her father's arrest. And hanging over the entire journey is the man who was supposed to be with them, Ned Stark. In the show, Ned's execution is not the plan. Cersei expects a confession and exile. Varys expects mercy. Even Yoren waits because he believes Ned is coming with him. That caravan was built for Ned Stark, which changes everything. Imagine the opportunity. A faceless man embedded in a group escorting the disgraced hand of the king. No witnesses, no trial, no public fallout. If Ned Stark dies on the road north, it's blamed on sickness, bandits, or the harshness of travel. Clean, quiet, acceptable. If Jaqen's original target was Ned Stark, the pieces fit disturbingly well. And when Joffrey shatters the plan by ordering Ned's execution publicly, the mission ends instantly.
Sir Ilyn, bring me his head.
Suddenly, Jaqen has no target, which might explain something subtle, but crucial. After Ned's death, Jaqen never acts on his own. He doesn't kill Gendry. He doesn't kill Arya. He doesn't kill anyone from the caravan. He waits. It's only after Arya saves his life during the fire that he begins killing again. Not for a contract, but for a debt. 3 lives owed. 3 names chosen.
Speak 3 names, and the man will do the rest.
That's not how a man behaves if he's still on assignment. That's how someone behaves when the original purpose is gone. And this is where Syrio Forel enters the conversation. Because Arya's connection to Jaqen doesn't begin at Harrenhal. It begins earlier, with Syrio, the first sword of Braavos. In the show, Syrio trains Arya in ways no Westerosi swordsman would. He doesn't care about strength. He doesn't care about armor. He teaches her awareness, balance, fear. He teaches her to see, and then he tells her something that never leaves her.
There is only one God, and his name is death.
There is only one God, and his name is death. That belief doesn't belong in Westeros, it belongs in Braavos. And then Syrio disappears. We never see his body. We never see his death. The camera cuts away, and he's gone. In the books, George R.R. Martin leaves the same door open. No confirmation, no corpse, just absence. Now compare Syrio to Jaqen. Both are Braavosi. Both speak carefully, deliberately. Both correct Arya without comforting her. Both treat death as something sacred, not cruel. And most importantly, both recognize Arya before she understands herself. Jaqen doesn't just obey Arya's names. He listens to her. He watches her choices. He reacts when she thinks strategically, instead of emotionally. When she forces him to help her escape Harrenhal, he smiles. Not because he's been beaten, but because she's learned. That isn't the reaction of a hired killer. That's the reaction of a teacher. Whether Syrio Forel and Jaqen H'ghar are literally the same man doesn't even matter anymore. What matters is the pattern. Arya is guided, first by Syrio, who teaches her how to move through the world, then by Jaqen, who teaches her what death actually means. And that reframes the Black Cells entirely, because maybe Jaqen wasn't only there for Ned Stark. Maybe he was there because Arya Stark was always meant to cross that path. In the show, Jaqen only offers Arya the Iron Coin after she proves she can think like a faceless man. Not after bravery, not after anger, after understanding. The coin isn't payment, it's permission. A key, a direction, a single word. Braavos. When Arya finally reaches the House of Black and White, everything Jaqen taught her suddenly makes sense. The patience, the rules, the detachment, the idea that a girl is no one. Looking back, Jaqen wasn't recruiting her, he was testing her, and maybe preparing her. If you want a deeper breakdown of the Syrio Forel and Jaqen connection, I've already made a full video exploring that theory. The link is in the description, and it completely reframes Arya's journey when you see all the pieces together. Because maybe the real secret isn't that Jaqen was hiding in the Black Cells. Maybe it's that Arya was never as alone as she believed. In Westeros, the most dangerous players don't always wear crowns. Sometimes they arrive in chains. Sometimes they teach you how to see. And sometimes they disappear the moment their lesson is complete. This is the Story Chamber, where stories aren't just watched, they're uncovered.
Farewell, Arya Stark.